Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing, of course, telling your friends about what we do right at Gusto TV. Big Lala, of course, is very much in the building today. I was with Donny Feske, earlier on. We had the. You will see the video. We had some reactions, 2 reactions actually.
Okay.
And it was like, where's Big Lala? I said, Lala only was for this country. He doesn't. Welcome, Big Lala. Today we've got Burna Boy, we got WIZKID, we got Davido in the building. It was a weekend, that won't be forgotten in a hurry in the Nigerian music space. Of course, quite a lot of hot takes. Burna Boy actually shattered the table, basically. And of course, we know it's quite cool ways. Yeah, we don't know if he's still, if he's cool with David or if they have reconciled. He said that they have reconciled. But of course, Burna Boy came over the weekend ranting. Did you see all of that and even the live video?
Well, yes, I saw. I mean, quite a lot that happened, and I think the whole thing just started from not making the Afro nations putting out the time minute.
Yeah.
And then went on to all the bug. I mean, quite a lot. I mean, people have had several takes.
What do you think happened with the Afro nation thing?
I think he didn't want to see his ex. That's what I think. I don't know if it's true, but I don't think anybody sees what I see.
What I saw or what I heard about that was, and that was what brought up the whole, rich and richer. I know what every artist is. I not verified. Just rumors and everything says Rema, actually got paid the same amount of money as Burna Boy for Afro Nation.
That's what caused the issue.
Yeah, according to reports.
Okay, I don't think that's true because like the 3 days of Afro Nation, the guys who were headlining, there was Wiz on one day, there was meant to be Burna on one day.
Yeah, and Burna first, David second, then
before David came in, there was supposed to someone else headline the second day, right?
Yeah.
So Afro Nations, they're not going to be that stupid to do that kind of thing. Or I mean, they know that the headliners, they will have a fee range for the headliners, and they will have the fee range for the next guys. So I don't think that's what the issue was.
Okay, so what exactly made Burna Boy go on that? First off, he's talked about how he wants to live and die on stage with his band and everything. And then he says, in a now deleted tweet, he says, I'm richer than all your faves combined. All your faves combined. And then he talked about how money doesn't motivate him and all of that. Excuse me. But that he just wants to put it on record that he is the highest paid. He is the highest paid artist ever in the history of African music. He says he's the highest paid when it comes to music.
Well, if we want to analyze it with all seriousness, we'll just say, Burna, please shut up. Nobody asks you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares to know how much, if you are the highest paid, or if this kind of talks are for the fans, are for the fan base. And if you're not going to come up with receipt for it, then there's no point just making those sort of proclamations you get. Burna himself, I mean, I think he must have gauged that nobody's really talking about me. How else do you want people to talk about Burna
if you don't cause a controversy?
Exactly, and that's one of the bad things about Burna, right? He's so big, but for people to talk about him in good light for the good works he's doing, he has to cause a controversy. That's where the problem is, and that's why I think he needs to really maybe get his guys, the guys behind the team. I mean, Burna is doing quite a lot with his shows, but is he getting half the coverage, for example, a Wiz is getting for his shows? He's not. That's something that's going to really bother him. That's why he's now waged this war against the neutrals, against the media. He's waged a war against them, and he started saying nobody is covering him. Which I understand. If I was in Burna's shoes, I would be angry too. But which other way is he going to get the media to talk about him? We were asking, where is Burna? But Burna was doing shows, but we were still asking, where is Burna? And he was doing massive things. He was selling out the Aqua Arena in France. He was selling out
20,000, Manchester, everywhere, in Switzerland, Geneva as well.
Exactly. But who is talking about it? that would, if I was Burna, I would be pained as well. So how else do I now make people see these things or talk about it? Get people riled up.
Big
That's
Lala,
exactly what he did.
Big Lala, what do you think? He made a statement that I feel that a lot of people are not paying attention to. What do you think about him saying, I'm the only artist, like I'm the only artist who's made the most money from music? You get?
What is he trying to say there?
Basically,
some people are making money from
basically saying in the history of music, nobody has ever made money from music in the history of African music than him. That for music. So is it a way of saying, oh, you know what? I'm not saying I'm the richest too, but whoever is the richest did not make all his money or our money from music.
That's short to Davido now, because it's obvious that David, all his money is not being made from music. It's obvious. Not like it's even obvious. There's family money there.
Yeah.
Which backs him up a lot. He's rich like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's just short to David. Does it apply to Wiz? I really don't know. I don't know if it's the same. Maybe he's trying to throw shots at. I think Wiz would understand anyway. It's something directed at Burna Boy. Of course. I think both of them have been going back and forth over this money thing.
And Big Lala, talking about WIZKID, Burna Boy actually, took a shot at a certain Godson, who who posted a picture of himself laughing, with WIZKID, of course, the old video. But Burna Boy triggered by that, saying, Godson, if it's sure for you, call my name. If it's sure for you, call my name. Seeing the WIZKID video, laughing, took a shot at Godson and said, if it's sure for you, call my name. It will scatter everywhere now. I mean,
you know what it is. Burna Boy.
What's the problem?
What's so fascinating about Burna Boy is when he comes out and say things and be like, hey, money doesn't move me, but I'm the richest. I'm the one that has got the most money. So that means you do care. Money does move you, because if the money didn't move you, there's no point of you coming out to being vain and saying things like, oh, you're the richest, right? He also comes out and say things like, oh, perhaps is the best that ever did it. He's opened doors. He's done this.
Yeah.
He's basically asking. He says he doesn't care, but deep down he cares. He's insecure about a lot of things. That's why he pay people like Godson give them relevance. Or
you think Burna Boy is insecure?
Of course, he's insecure. Burna Boy is insecure. He always wants to show some things that people don't ask him. For example, you can be low-key and do your thing, but if you notice, Davido goes on to show off his wealth and those things and blah blah blah. Before you know it, Burna Boy is doing the same.
Yeah.
He's trying to compete. He's trying to show that, oh, you got this, I also got this. Oh, you got this, I also got it. Who was talking about cars these days was Davido. Davido was talking about the money, Kiniko. What did Burna Boy do after that? Doing his life? Yeah. He went on to now mention exactly how much.
Of course, in that live video, Burna Boy talked clearly about the fact that it took him $800,000 to buy and ship. Because
it's going to take him. That means is the process or something. It's going to take him that means he's trying to tell David, we're not doing audio here, we're saying the exact amount, because David didn't come out and say, oh, this is how much it cost me. So things like that, Burna is always bothered about it. He needs to, stop being in this sort of controversy. There are better ways for him to, that's why I said, we've done this thing before about fan bases. A lot of these things that people report about where is it coming from? It's coming from his fan base. They shout the hell out of all his achievements.
Yeah.
But outsiders, they are too chilled. They don't want to enter the poto and do things. So that's the major difference. And it's not doing it for Burna. Burna needs a fan base like WIZKID to shout out his achievement, because it's supposed to be more. Not them trying to come and emotionally blackmail people that Burna is doing this, nobody's talking about it. But please, is anybody on Burna's team going to all these places and say, oh, this is it? Are you aware this has happened? We want to report on this one. You shouldn't be doing that, but Burna is the major cause of all these things. He's always waged the war on the media, always waged the war on the general music lovers, and it's just paying him back. That's the result of it.
He talked about how the media guys are quick to carry the news and everything. Say where were the media when it was struggling, when it was paving the way, basically. But now that you talked about the richest, they are quick to take up the news. Now Burna Boy finally, as we go on a live video in his in a private jet, was responding to some people, and there's two questions that came up. The first one was, guy, calm down. WIZKID is richer than you. You read it? WIZKID is richer than you. No, 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 no. WIZKID is my guy. Yes, that's my man right there. But no way WIZKID is richer than me. And he now said, okay, he said, Davido is richer than you. He said, how now? Like how? How is David richer than, like how? Like it's not possible. So this guy is actually using his hand to beat his chest to say, like he mentioned names. Say WIZKID, Davido, they're no rich in terms of the riches. What's all of this rich battle about? Who exactly is triggering Burna Boy? What's going on?
And I don't know why he needs to prove that he's rich. If you're really rich, like people say, you're not going to be the one to say, nobody will be coming out to say, oh, you're richer than. Yeah. People would naturally come out and say, you show your bank statements. You want to show that you're rich? Please show your bank statement.
He said it.
We know that you're rich.
he said he's going to make sure that he can actually, expose every artist, both WIZKID, Davido, everyone, and
make
say exactly what every artist earns per endorsement, per shows, per everything. That he knows everything. So because he knows that already, he has the right to at least say that he's the richest out of everybody. I mean, so this is
let's give him an award. let's give him an award and the richest African musician, and maybe then he'll be happy. Because I don't get the whole point, to be honest. I don't get the whole point. And it's just disappointing somebody who is at Burna's level. And no, it's not even about the talent. Who's at Burna's level, and this is the most important to him to show that he's richer than every other artist. Let's move on.
Big Lala, will Burna ever stop?
No, this is the way to get people's attention, and he knows the way to get the attention of Nigerians, which is why he's saying all of these things. You get so, and this is the time. This is the only moment that people talk about Burna a lot, which is bad for him. People should talk about your music equally as much as they're talking about your attitude like this. So he needs to work on that aspect. That means I don't know how he's going to do it, but it's clearly affecting him.
You don't sound impressed at all.
Much. No, of course not. From January to March, we were asking where is Burna Boy? Where's Burna Boy? Burna is now resorting to antics of upcoming artists to become relevant, to become being talked about. This is what's upcoming. They want to be controversial. But if you are big, you are big. I bet everybody will talk about you.
Anyways, guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Burna Boy, of course, going all in on WIZKID, on Davido, going on on the live video talking about how he's the only artist in Africa who makes the most money from music. That in terms of from musical, he's the only one. So basically saying that I don't know what others do, but in terms of music, making money purely from music, I'm the highest paid, and no one has ever done this in the history of African music. Of course, how true is that? Big Lala says, nah, you don't need all of that. People who are rich actually don't go on talking about their riches.
You can even spend your money, and just we know that you are spending your money, but not you to tell us that I'm spending because I'm the richest.
And of course, one thing that I got that I got a bit confusing was him saying he was going to expose the likes of WIZKID, Davido to say how much they earn and all of that. Like it wasn't really necessary for me. But of course, it's Burna, and of course, Burna will always be Burna Boy. Shout out to Burna Boy, of course, talented, artist, so he's doing really well. Guys, let's have your thought. Put your comment down below. What do you think? Burna Boy, antics and all the rant and everything over who is the richest? Who exactly, triggered Burna Boy? And of course, will Davido respond? Will WIZKID respond? We don't know yet. But of course, Burna Boy is still very much talking. Let's have your thought. Put them down below. We'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.